Now smile.
Smile.
Surprise!
Surprise. Is anybody here? I don't even
What
think.
did you put that to come up?
We are here.
We're here. It says 0 people.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Jim's getting it to come up on the TV.
Did they know?
It's waiting.
Oh, there's 7 people.
Here it goes.
Hello, everybody. The women are taking over
The world.
That's right.
Everything.
Eventually. But for tonight.
Tonight, we're taking over. Hello, Uncle Bo. Hello, Flynn.
Flynn. Hi guys. Hi, Vandy.
Hey, David.
Oh, my goodness.
Nicole. Where are you, Nicole?
Yeah, really, Nicole, where are you?
Hey, treasure freaks.
She said, "Oh my God, hello, ladies." Wait, Adventures with the Hudsons are here.
Yeah. That's the one sitting over there.
Oh my. Well, I could do this whole little show thing. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, Flynn.
Hi, Carolyn.
BRB.
And PRB. Oh, what did Uncle Bo say? Just
oh my goodness. The Brady Bunch just joking with you.
Hey,
hello, Carolyn.
It's better than the 4 Stooges that are usually.
Does that mean we go like one's there and one's there?
Oh my. Oh, look who else is here. Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
It is. It's ladies' night tonight. It's ladies' night. We thought, how cool would it be for us to take over one time a month? So as of right now, our plan is the last Wednesday of the month, the ladies will take over.
Yeah.
I know that I almost said Luann. Hello, Luann. I know Nicole's been really sick, so she wasn't
Oh no.
come. She was gonna she was talking on the chat today, which is unusual for her.
I love that coffee mug.
Ah. We're almost out of the coffee that we bought that we sent into Amazon. We kept some for ourselves.
Yeah.
And we made a regular pot of coffee and it just doesn't doesn't taste the same.
Hi, Dottie. Hi, Mickey.
Dottie.
Mickey, you heard that?
Hey, we're looking for Nicole. What's a wise gal, I see.
Somebody's gotta be.
So we discussed a little bit today, and we don't think that we're going to look at storage units because we want to let the boys do that. So as part of our stuff, we want to talk about kind of like what our job in the whole storage unit span of things is, but also more so towards the reselling. So what'd
he say?
Everybody mark it on your calendar. Yay!
Am I the surprise guest?
We're all the surprise guests. We're all the surprise guests. Oh my goodness.
Oh, if you look at the screen, it tells you right there.
So I guess
I got to figure
I
this
found
out.
out when you guys look at the whole storage unit thing, what do you think your role is individually? And I think all of us would have a different answer.
Well, I'll go first because Roy said something to me really funny this week or interesting. Because sometimes I tell him I'm not good at picking units. Usually it's after I pick a bad unit. So I told him this week as he was looking, I said, just go ahead and use your gut. He said to me, well, sometimes you are my gut. So I thought that was interesting in the fact that, like, I think I'm his reality check because he's looking for this and that, and oh, it might be in there, and it could be because there's this thing, but I see. I don't know. I don't want to say the negatives, but sometimes I point out things that might make that particular unit a challenge to get or a challenge to pick up or, whatever. So I'm his gut.
All right, Beth.
I find myself saying, you want to buy a 10 by 30? Oh, now he's saying a 10 by 40. But I'm like, you've got to think we're only two people. And until we move and get a warehouse, where do we put everything? Because our 10 by 30 is lined with shelves with a lot of eBay. So sometimes, you got to reel them back. And I see that being my role with buying the storage units. I would love to buy ones with containers, but of course, he wants the tools, which I understand that. Yeah. So today we kind of compromised and we just didn't know what we were buying. So, and yes, we got one heck of a nice unit today. Our first one, just like Avery's, of the year.
Nice.
I just have to see you ladies look at this. I have to bid on all the units because Dave sucks at it. LOL.
Good for you. That's awesome.
All right, Nicole, your turn.
What is the question again? I missed it.
So, as far as buying storage units, what do you think your role is in it? Like Lisa said, she's the gut person. Beth makes Jim look at it. Do you really want to buy a 10 by 30? That's a lot of work for two people.
Well, when I want to bid on a storage unit, I just bid and let Mickey know afterwards. Because we have a separate likings. He likes a certain kind of storage unit, and I like a certain kind. So
yeah, that is true. We definitely have two different styles here too.
I agree. Same here.
That's funny. Huh.
Yeah, and as far as cleaning it out, I have a lot of help. Mostly, a lot of storage brats.
Yeah.
He just said we have brats.
Yeah.
So it comes down to us females are the consensus as to right or wrong.
I haven't bidded on a storage unit in a while.
Well, Mickey said you guys got the first one this week for the year.
Yeah, he bidded on one, a manager special for a weight bench that Olin wanted. So it was pretty much usage profit, as you would say, Christy.
Yeah.
You guys know we really like that.
There was a few things in there I looked up, and we're gonna get our money back anyways. There was like a cookie jar that was listed for $40 on eBay.
Wow.
Like a couple other things. So
nice.
And what did you pay for the unit?
I think he paid $40 for it.
Wow.
$50.
You can't go wrong with something like that. That's a weight bench right there.
Yeah. and it had the weight bench and the weights, and it was
Oh,
a decent
wow.
weight bench.
Huh. Do you
I
guys
see some new people. Hi, Tracy. And I see Betty Boop. And you put Sarcastic Stacker up there.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, Betty Boop. Hey, Stacker.
Me, myself, and I.
Stacker, that's
Hey,
funny.
Callista.
Zip, zilch, zero.
Nothing.
You know, as far as what we buy here in the Dayton, Ohio area, prices have been way outrageous. Jim was off work Monday because of this little bit of snow we got on Sunday. So they called him off and he bid on several. And it just got to the point where what you can see by looking at it, you're not seeing the profit. So
Yeah.
why go play those games? I feel fortunate that we got the one today because there were two at this facility. We were bidding on both. And the one we really wanted had started out really, really low. And it went more from what we bought. And it was only like a 5x5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Prices have been crazy here too on units that we've wanted. In the last 10 minutes, they're at I don't know, like let's say 120. They shoot up to $1,000 in
Yeah.
less than 10 minutes. Like what?
Crazy.
Just wait. Income taxes are coming out. It's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I never even thought of that.
Who let the girls out? Now, Mickey.
Wow. Vandy said all the Pittsburgh units were going over 500 today.
Wow.
In them. Crazy.
See, I'm cheap. I'm not paying that much for a storage unit.
Well,
Me
you know, we couldn't see many of the items that were in the one we got today. We went with the pickup truck originally and we paid for the unit thinking, well, we can just put a lot of this in the back of the pickup. Oh, no, we had to come home and get the trailer.
too.
Yeah, so.
Did you see the appliances at all, or were those all
No,
a surprise?
you didn't. All we could see was a refrigerator. And we're really thinking about what this refrigerator was in the front after everything was loaded. And that was the last to go in the back of the trailer. We think it's a small upright freezer. So that might be usage profit.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Nice.
We need to find a unit with an upright freezer. Because
We thought it was a refrigerator. It's an Avanti. So I took a picture of the model number, but I didn't get to look it up between getting home, going to Sam's, cooking dinner, getting ready. Oh, and I made blueberry muffins too. So
nice.
Did we pay that much for a unit?
Nicole's like, we paid that much for a unit?
I don't recall that one.
when Jim hit that $1,000
They
mark,
did.
What's that?
What's
Oh.
that, Beth?
when Jim bought the unit over Thanksgiving, by the time you get the buyer premium, it was right around $1,000, and I'm like, but we did okay.
What's the most?
What?
What's the most you ever paid for a unit, Lisa? Do you know?
I don't. I know that there's been at least 3 that went over 1,000. 1,200 is the number that sticks in my head, but one might have been 1,300.
I know the most we ever paid for one was $1,900, and we made our money back, little bit of profit, not much at all, but we did it to just show people also that we were serious.
I remember that.
You
I
know?
remember that unit.
Yeah.
There weren't bad things in that unit.
No, there wasn't, but we should have stopped. But we just wanted to prove a point because you know how it is when you're at an auction, guys. Sometimes you just get stuck in the moment.
I don't know.
You don't know? You've never been to a live auction, Nicole?
No.
Wow.
And there aren't many live ones here in our area either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there were 2 today. He said in our area.
So there's a public, no, a storage unit facility that's maybe a mile from our house. They are like a single, like mom and pop shop. You know, they're not a big chain or anything. They only advertise their sales on Craigslist, and they do live auctions. And almost every time, the day before or the day of, you'll go and check the ad and it says canceled. Because I think they really try to work with their tenants. That's the only thing that we can come up with. Because sometimes there'll be a list of, like, they'll put the names on there. There'll be a list of 10 or 12 names, and it always says canceled. So
Wow.
Well, look at several Saturdays ago. We were on our way to Richmond, Indiana.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we got a notification that it was canceled, that they were all 16 were paid for.
Yeah.
And it's like, get off the highway, let's turn around.
Yeah. Yeah, Roy was trying to figure out how he could get there today at 1:00, which was when our pickup started. And we could still run the pickup, but I checked last night and it was canceled. So we have been to one there, I think. No, maybe 1 or 2. So, they do happen occasionally, but more often than not, they get canceled.
Yeah. I wanted to put this back up there. Treasure Freaks, they're in Canada.
Yeah.
And look at that. I mean, a lot of their units
Over
are
1,000.
Wow.
So what do you guys think is the reason? Like right now, we know tax season is coming up. So it's going to get bad. It does every year. But why do you guys think that the cost of units is going up so much?
I think that online bidding makes it a lot easier for people to access. So, and whether they're making money or not, more times probably not. I think they're just bidding, because that is what happens when you're sitting at your computer and you're sort of getting carried away in the moment, and you're like, I'm going to win this unit. And, whoever it is just keeps bidding it up.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Nicole?
About the same that she was saying.
Yeah.
And probably more and more people's getting into this business.
Yeah. I think that's another, yep. I think it's more competitive.
Yeah. I know one thing that I have been thinking about is, depending on how many resellers you watch online, and there are resellers that go out to Goodwills and thrift shops and stuff, and they say it's harder and harder to find items there, and that it's getting more expensive because, like Goodwill, they sell their own stuff now. And
Right.
I wonder. Yeah, YouTubers. He just said YouTubers. I agree. But I wonder too, like some resellers. I know I've seen, look at Harry Tornado. He went and bought a storage unit. Yeah, to try it, but I don't know. I think it has to do a lot with YouTubers and even, if I didn't source from storage units, I mean, the price at Goodwill, I only like going to the Goodwill bin, because when I go to a regular Goodwill, I get mad. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, Nicole? I get mad. I get mad at the prices. I'm like, seriously, this was donated to you, and you're selling it for $20. But of course, people get mad at resellers, and they're like, well, we stick up for ourselves, and we're like, but this is our job. This is what we do. We buy items to resell. We're doing the same thing. So I don't know.
I think it has, one other thing it has to do with, as far as Goodwill, is where that Goodwill is located at. Is it in a big city? Is it in the richer part of town? If you go to Goodwill's, maybe in a smaller town, you'd be surprised at the difference of what the prices are. Because I know if I go right out by the Dayton Mall and go to the Goodwill just down the road, their prices are crazy.
Yeah.
Now, if I go to the one in the small little town right beside us, why can I get something here for $1 and over at the other one it's $3 plus? Go figure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Our town Goodwill's high.
Is it? And you're a
Yeah.
small, and you're
There-
a very small town.
There are things that you can find cheap that you know if you go around looking everything up, which I do. There's been a couple things I found that might be high for somebody, but when you look it up, you're making a good profit if you pay for it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I went
And that's
to
mainly been dishes.
Yes.
or high or good price.
Good price.
Okay.
Yeah, Lisa, they're putting eBay prices on some of their goods. They're even
Yeah.
listing them on eBay, or they have their own. Doesn't Goodwill have their own site?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have their own site. It says shop online. You see that sign on some of the doors going in.
Yeah.
So,
Hey
Hey,
Tracy.
Tracy.
Yeah. Hi, Tracy.
I was in a Goodwill a couple days ago and I bought a coffee mug for myself, a t-shirt for myself, and a DVD to resell. And that's all I found. And
Wow.
like I was looking, it's like you want to buy stuff, but it's just not there at the right price.
Yeah.
Now, somebody today was telling me about a local thrift shop. They have 2 locations. They are run by a local ministry that supports refugees in the Cleveland area. And so their money goes to a good cause. And certain days of the week, things are half price. And she was telling me she was there on half price clothing day because she's a reseller too. And she was buying the clothes at half price. So I think I'm going to go check them out on half price clothing day, which is Thursdays.
Okay, I have a question for you ladies.
Hey, Ivy.
Hi, Ivy. Miss you.
Hey,
Yes,
Storage Rats Grammy.
The platter that my mom's talking, that's my mom.
I want to talk about that platter.
That platter, she had me look it up. We were in Goodwill together. She had me look it up and she bought it. Not to sell.
Oh, I was going to say, is she going to sell it?
Well, guys, I bought that Noritake stoneware that Jim found, insisted we buy. It was a huge set of 8. And look at that for $15. The very first thing I sold was over $60 for 4 bowls. And then it's tremendous. And I can't wait to find more of that Noritake stoneware that I didn't know Noritake made stoneware. And
Yeah.
we'll be hitting that store many a times. It takes us 45 minutes to get there, but we'll drive to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because we all buy storage units, why do you go to the Goodwill?
Because we buy storage unit, why do I go to Goodwill?
Yeah, when we get all the stuff that we get out of storage units.
Because we can't get as many storage units that you guys seem to get up north.
Okay.
And we're not willing to move north.
Don't do it.
Same here.
So
Don't do it.
I have to figure out what am I going to be listing. Yeah, I do have a few things at the storage unit, and we're going to start working on the lower room next week. And I don't care if it's going to go to the dump. We're working on the lower room next week. So maybe we'll find stuff down there to list. But if we don't get a storage unit, I need to have my 10 listings a day. That is working for us right now. The sales have been wonderful. I like the weeks we're having.
Nice.
Tracy
Peanut
really, Tracy hit the nail on the head when she said you don't have to sort and clean. Like, I love to be able to cherry pick what I want to resell. And with storage units, you just get whatever you get. And sometimes you have no idea. And sometimes it does require a lot of cleaning. And sometimes that just gets old.
Yeah.
And that's just
Well,
the truth.
today we found an iPhone and an iPad. Well, the only way to wipe that clean is to know their Apple password. Unless I know there's a way for Jim to go on the internet and deal with that. I don't have time to deal with that. He can sit and deal with that and get them wiped clean. We haven't even started on, we've got a couple Lenovo Chromebooks, laptops. Is he going to have to break into those? I'd rather go buy it and have it ready to sell.
How about you, Nicole? Would you rather go to the Goodwill or do you like the storage units? I mean,
I don't really like Goodwill that much.
okay.
I don't either.
Most of the clothes, never have, even before reselling. I'll go in there occasionally and look and see what they have. But, we don't do a whole lot of storage units like you do,
Uh-huh.
and so it's fun when they come up.
Yeah.
I mean, we do throw a lot of things away or give it away,
Yeah.
because of this, we don't have a whole lot of storage space, but, and we keep the valuables.
Right.
And I like doing storage units.
Yeah, they are fun. They are.
Oh, we love doing storage units when we can find good ones or affordable ones.
Yeah.
Well, the good ones are either up north, Christy's house, or in Indianapolis.
Can you hear him?
I heard him. We do tend to get quite a bit around here. I think that
You do.
the Averys and us are very, very blessed. Because I know that Nicole and Mickey, they hardly get any. They hardly get any available to them. And I know you guys don't either, Beth and Jim, but yeah.
They come
Well-
available. They just get too high storage
We
unit. And I'm not paying a whole lot for a storage unit that, especially things I can't see.
Yeah.
right.
It's a gamble.
Well, we want to
Time.
go ahead.
I said it's a gamble every time.
It is, and we want to look for storage units when we go to Florida for 2 weeks. But we were talking to Robbie this last week, and they're not. He said they're going so high there too. He's not found any. I said, can't we find a cute little 5x5 just like Jeebus did?
Everybody wants the 5x5s. That's why they go for, way more than they should.
Yeah,
I like the bigger ones.
what's
That's
that?
weird. But I like the bigger ones, more box. I like the ones with boxes to be able to go through
Yeah.
the mystery of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Vandy comes up your way, Christy.
Yeah, he does too.
I like Tracy. I
Mine
like
too.
that, Tracy. We feel the same way.
I am trying to change that. We literally, this room we're in right now, this is where Tim and I are every day.
You come and
all
sit
day.
right here. I'll come to give me a hug.
I mean, we're listing up here. We do a tote and it goes out to the system. We're really changing things. Really, really changing things. So, as part of the reselling part of it, there might be people here that don't know where we sell. So let's just kind of tell them how we sell, where we sell. For us, mostly eBay, Facebook, and then of course we have our dollar yard sales. So storage rats, where do you guys sell?
We have eBay Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. Um, we've had a dollar yard sale, a couple of them.
Don't you do Poshmark also, Nicole?
I do Poshmark, but I haven't really worked on Poshmark much lately.
Yeah, but I knew you were selling stuff on there. You were doing
Yeah.
pretty well.
I do some Poshmark, but I've slacked in that department a little bit. The guys post on eBay, and when the things sell, I do the shipping and packaging, but and they post. We made a deal. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
Lisa? Oh, go ahead.
as mainly those three places.
Okay. Lisa?
We sell on eBay. We sell on Facebook Marketplace. That is typically bigger furniture pieces or things we want to control the price on. Like, so then we also sell in a local online auction platform where every bidding starts at $1 for everything. But so we choose to put some things on Facebook Marketplace if we want to, if we know it's worth, like, say $150, but we don't know if we'd get that in the online auction, we'll not put it in the online auction and, let it sit a little bit longer, maybe until the right buyer comes around, rather than have it sell for $25 maybe, because we don't know.
Yeah. Beth?
Well, of course, we sell on eBay. Jim does all of the Facebook Marketplace. And again, like Lisa, it is for all the big items that we don't want to try to ship, or the cost would be so expensive and outrageous. Now, we do the dollar garage sales. We did, oh gosh, I think we had 3 of them this last year. And we do go to a local flea market. Last year, we only hit it about 3 times because the booth rent has gone up. But you got to figure it's like the size of a parking spot, but then you have your spot attached to it to park in. So we take 4 spots because we take the 16-foot trailer. And when we take it, that trailer is stacked front to back to the top. You're not even going to see the front once we get that packed. So we go there when we have an overabundance, because if we pay $100 for the rent, we know if we're full, we're coming home with anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for one day. So we'll do that. And then halfway through the day, like we start at 7 in the morning, they're not busy till 9. It's not like some of them that you see a ton of people out there with flashlights. So about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll pull things off the table that we cannot let go for $1 at the flea market. And then we drive our neighbors nuts and we do a dollar sale. And then a lot of it gets donated, or if you don't want to take it home, leave it, because someone will pick it up and take it.
And Lisa, we didn't mention that we did start selling on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
We forget it.
It's such and this is how it's sort of planned for us anyway. It's such a behind the scenes thing. It just, I don't want to say it runs itself, because you gotta keep feeding that beast too.
Yeah.
But
Miss Ivy said, "Hey,
I don't I don't think about it all the time. But yeah, Amazon definitely.
Yeah. Hello,
I always thought that was a real baby, Calista.
Big baby.
Big baby. And guys, don't forget, it's Girl Scout cookie time. So
Yeah.
if you haven't ordered Girl Scout cookies, get a hold of Nicole. You can order them and she will ship them to you, or maybe you could go visit and pick them up.
Yeah.
Excuse
If you can put the link up, you can pre-order. There it
There
goes.
you go. There's the link.
I think he already dropped it.
Right now it's only girl delivery, but if you
I know
need
it's-
me to ship them, you're gonna have to put girl delivery, and I can ship them for cheaper than Girl Scouts would.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So if you want Girl Scout cookies, don't put your order in and like tell them to ship them to you because it'll cost you more money than
I
it
can
will
ship
cost.
them to you cheaper.
Okay.
Just email me your address. But right now you can't even get shipping. It's only for girl delivery. But any of you want cookies, put girl delivery.
Yeah.
And you can prepay. If you don't want to prepay until they come in, I could take your order too
All right. Cool.
and pay before I ship them to you, which I'll have them on hand should around the 4th or the 5th.
We've been bad grandparents. We haven't done anything with our granddaughter's link yet.
There's still time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have till March
Oh, wow. Okay.
this year. And I think it's because they aren't doing the shipping until the 28th. And we
Okay.
have a new cookie out, but you can only get it shipping.
Wow.
We won't even have it on hand.
Wow. Huh.
Can you get that girl delivered?
Can you get that girl delivered, or if we want that new cookie, we have to pay to have that one shipped to us?
If I want that new cookie, I have to get it shipped to me. So
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
But the Girl Scouts is actually gonna go in together and get some cookies, and so we only have to pay one shipping.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Nice.
So
And it's pretty good. It's a raspberry cookie, and it's like the Thin Mint, but it's raspberry. We got to try it. It's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
But we had the Adventurefuls this year.
To read Uncle Bo's.
The brownie one.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had a hard time keeping
Wonder if
last
they showed
year.
up at the people's house.
Yeah.
Huh.
We still have 2 boxes of Girl Scout cookies in the refrigerator out in the garage that someone bought for us and gave them to us. But with eating low carb, they're still out there. They're probably still good. And I totally forgot about them until now. But the peanut butter sandwich cookies, I love those.
I think that's the one Mickey likes.
Hello, Shelby.
Hi, Shelby.
Hey, Shelby.
Hey.
Good evening.
So yeah, the women took over the show tonight, and actually our plan was to talk about reselling, but we really talked about storage units for a while there, ladies.
Yeah.
Well, it is a big part of
What we
Reselling.
our reselling lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and we had a little competition going on between 3 of us on our listings and staying accountable. And that has really increased our sales. How's it done for you guys?
Yeah, we're doing good. Well, had I not gotten sick, I would
Oh,
have
yeah, we know.
better, but now we're both listing at least 10 every day. So, and we're selling every day. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Right.
I know the more and more we get into it, the next 2-3 months, we're gonna all see a big jump in our sales and what's going on.
I think so too. I absolutely agree that we're getting sales every day. We are listing a lot of clothes, like really bread and butter items. So the dollar amount for us isn't where we really want it to be, but the consistent sales are there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, once we get through all these clothes, I mean, it's just we have so many clothes.
Yeah.
But I listed 2 things last night and they've already sold this morning.
Yeah.
So
Love that.
yes.
Why
Why can't they all be like that?
Right?
Well, I was asking
what?
Jim if
I'll tell you what. I've been watching Daily Refinement for a couple of years, and we decided the first of the year to join his Patreon group. And today, in his him and Tech and Sports do a call, and these are the numbers that I can remember. Okay, but if you listed 30 a day, okay, and you were consistent, and then you sold 30 a day, and you got to work towards this, okay?
Right.
That's
Yep.
the thing. You got to get the numbers in your store up, okay? But in 1 year's time, if you consistently listed 30 a day, you sold 30 a day, you would make $165,000 a year.
wow.
Make net or make gross?
That was net, I believe, wasn't it, Tim?
Oh, I say hi to Joan. Hi, Joan.
Hi, Joan.
Hey, John.
I don't know. I can't remember. It might have been gross. I don't remember if it was gross or net. And now I'm gonna have to look and bring this topic back up because I mean it's just interesting to hear these people and to see these people, to hear them say where they were a year ago and where they are now. It's incredible. We have learned so much in less than a month. It's unbelievable.
Well, I asked Jim last week how to make me a board that I can move around because I really don't have a good area to hang clothes to get a good picture. Christy, I watched you one night in the background working behind Tim. And can he make me something that I can move here or move there? And then I can get these clothes listed. I've got drafts made. I need to list them. So
Listen, before that board, all I did was hang it on a screw on the wall. You got a plain wall right there behind you, Beth. You just move
Yeah.
that lamp, put a little push pin in there or a screw. I'm sure you have a wall in your house somewhere where
there's one right across.
there's a picture hanging there. Take the picture down, do your pictures, and then hang the picture back up.
Oh, right there.
There you go. Or
It just isn't it won't be a white background.
Tekken Sports, he swears by the flat lay. He stands at a table and he swears by a flat lay on a table. He says he still has, when he first started out, the table and the coffee table that he used to list everything. He still has them. And think about that. That man sold $5 million on eBay.
Wow. Tremendous.
Crazy.
Mickey says a set of shutters. It's a good idea.
That's a good idea too. Your sound is making a bad noise.
I hang
I
them
hear it now.
up on something.
You hang them on something, Nicole? I've seen
Who's
people
getting
use
feedback?
a door.
Christy.
Is it feedback from me?
Jim thinks it is.
There's a link. I mean, not a link. An app you can use where you could take the background off and make your own background and make it look professional.
Yeah.
I've hung them on that door going down to the lower room. Just shut the door and it's got a brown background. And then if I want a better picture, just as some of the shirt or whatever, I'll bring them out to the photo box and add a few more pictures. And they seem to sell okay, but it's just getting the motivation to do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of clothes I have to list too. And I was told they're not listing clothes.
Well, one of the last units, well, the Thanksgiving unit we bought, we had a lot of clothes, and there's a couple that lives close to us, and I called them and I said, would you want to come over and look at what we had? And we had tons, and we went over the storage unit, containers and all, you can have them, gave them a price, and it was a heck of a deal. I said, now I know you're going to make your money back. And so I don't feel bad asking you for this money. So I really need to get a hold of them and see how they did.
Okay, she said it sounds good now.
Yeah, I
Alright.
don't hear it either.
All right. It might have been my little box here. But I do hear a little bit of an echo from something, but I'm not sure what it is. So, Nicole, have you ever thought about with the clothes? You know, Mickey gave us the idea of like boxing stuff up with the jewelry. What about like boxing up 20 items and selling it as a reseller lot?
I would do that, but we're not doing auctions right now online.
Well, you can even do that on eBay though, Nicole.
Yeah.
You could put in the description, you know,
Clothes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
could
a
put
good
the
idea.
name brands that are in there or whatever, you know.
I did list some things, but that's only a little portion of what I have.
Yeah. Why is Roy saying bring your clothes Saturday?
Bring your clothes Saturday.
Look at his next message.
We
Donation.
take donations.
What's Saturday? Your garage sale?
Yeah.
See, make you rather pay someone to list. We're trying to make money, not spend money.
I don't know. Paying somebody to list, I mean, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. We've tried numerous different people, and you know, there's good, there's bad, it just depends.
Yep.
By the time you teach them, it's better off to do it yourself.
Look
Yeah.
at this, Nicole.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So as long as you put all name brand in there,
Yeah. Well, I only keep name brand.
well then do that. That would make it easy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. If I kept every piece of clothing.
yeah.
Lord.
I really like the board with the background, but my feet, my back, my feet, I get so tired of standing. So then I sat down on the floor and I did a flat lay, which I like that, but then your back starts hurting from leaning over.
Yeah, when you said Tekken Sports still likes the flat lay, I mean, I like the flat lay too. It's the best way to get the clothes in the most perfect layout for the picture. But like you're always bending over.
Yeah.
You know, and like if you have a pair of pants or something and I'm short, like even to reach all the way to the waist, you know, it's like it's a stretch.
Yep. Yep.
So I like our setup that we have.
Yeah, it's nice. I do like, but I like having both. So I figure I'll just use both when I feel like standing for a while, and then when I want to sit, I'll sit. Or like the one day I did a bunch of ties. I was like, now this is simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ties are simple, let me tell you.
Dishes are easy.
We got a bunch of women's suits, like two-piece
Lord.
suits in a unit a while back, and I've been putting off listing them. They're really nice. Some are still new with the tags on them, you know, $200 price tags. So I'm like, oh, it's time to list these, but those two-piece sets are kind of tricky sometimes too to figure out how to take that first picture to show, you know, you have both pieces, and then you got to take more pictures because you got two pieces instead of one.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness they switched it where you have 24 photos now.
I know.
for
I
something.
like that.
I do too.
I mean, I don't for t-shirts now after listening to Tech and Sports and all that. There's certain things where I only take like 6 photos. I mean,
Yeah.
based on if it's a t-shirt, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I tried using mannequins, and there's a lady that has been selling on eBay for 20 years, and she does a lot on mannequins. God bless her, but I mean, I could see doing that for special dresses and stuff, but I wouldn't do it for everything. It's a lot of
No, I wouldn't do it for everything either because there's, I time wise, and I've never used a mannequin, so I don't know hanging and, you know, arranging versus putting it on and taking it off. But I definitely think there's a place for it with dresses and longer items like that, but not for everyday stuff. Not for obviously not for pants.
I
Not for
tried it.
t-shirts, hoodies.
I tried the mannequin, and I see Nicole has a mannequin behind her there. I tried the mannequin, but it was a pain in the butt. And then if your mannequin has boobs, you can't do the men's stuff.
Like Nicole's mannequin does.
Yeah, Nicole's mannequin
I
has
have that one
boobs.
from Christy.
Yes, you got that from us. I did keep a couple of mannequins though. Hello, Roman. Hello, Anna.
Hey,
It
Roman.
comes in handy on certain clothing.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
There are certain things where I'm like, this would look a lot better on a mannequin, but
Yeah.
right now my mannequins are in the garage.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
Did you read Vandy's?
No comment.
Nikki said the same thing.
No comment again.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Wow. All right, come on, ladies. Anybody, you guys have any questions? I'm asking all the questions.
Did you answer all the questions, Christy?
I didn't.
I know. So you need to backtrack and answer all the questions.
Okay, so as far in the very, very beginning, as far as the storage unit stuff, and I guess the question was kind of like, what is my role as far as storage units?
Oh, yeah.
I guess what I would say is I just get mad because Tim wants to keep buying storage units.
Hey, I know someone that keeps bidding on them too, and she's up there.
I mean, we did, like, for instance, just a couple weeks ago, we bought 2 units. And the only reason I bought the units is because Tim gets an attitude if we don't buy units. But we are changing our ways. We are changing our ways. And I mean, truly, we probably are done buying units for at least another 2-3 weeks. I mean, we actually, I shouldn't say that because we were supposed to go north this weekend, but the weather's going to be too bad. But we were going up to the New York line to go to some sales. And actually, we were going to meet Lori Hayes there. And she was going to go too, but the weather is going to be too bad. We can't go. I mean, it's just dumb to be unsafe. So we were going with the hopes of being able to record a video. And then, of course, you drive that far, almost 3 hours. You better buy one, I am blaming it on Tim because it is Tim. I think Tim would agree too. Most of the time, buying storage units is Tim. It really is. Um,
90% of the time, probably.
yep.
I believe it.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
Jim, didn't we buy some Cube Smart units?
It was Olin's fault when he was here.
Cube
We'll
Smart.
blame it on Olin too. When he was there.
All Olin's fault when he was here.
I
Jim
mean,
said,
Roman, you gotta look at the units. You can get a good unit anywhere, or you could get a bad
is that where
unit
Prickle Pants came from?
anywhere. I mean, that would be my answer. Is that what you ladies would say to that?
Well,
Yeah.
the only Cube Smart we have are in the Cincinnati area, and yes, we have bought from them a couple times. And I was just asking Jim that we named that unit Mr. Prickle Pants, because no sooner than I put this Toy Story brand new toy on eBay, it was like gone. And it's like, I underpriced it evidently, but he was a $230 item. Is like, oh, I'll take it, but maybe it should have been more.
Oh, I just had a really good question.
Here.
Now, and it left my brain. Darn it. I was like, this would be funny to answer. People would get a kick out of this. What was it? What were the other questions that I had to answer?
What do you look for in a unit?
Well, that's a good one. I mean, for us, the biggest thing that we have focused on, I think, on our YouTube channel is you can buy a $5 unit and make money. You don't have to spend big money to make money. And I'll be honest, and I'm going to put it out there. The times that we have spent big money, we've just made our money back plus a little bit of profit. I'm not going to lie. I'm like you, Nicole. I don't like to spend a lot of money on them. I don't. You know, it's a chance. You know, there's people out there that can spend thousands of dollars on units, and I feel like they just get lucky every time. Like when Jeremy bought that one unit, he didn't even know that safe was in there, that he got like $16,000 and jewelry out of the safe. They didn't even know that was in there. You know, you just never know. You don't know.
Our
I know.
best units were $10. $10 units.
I agree.
Best ones.
Ours too.
How much did I
Ours
pay for
too.
my unit?
And it
Line
might be
maintenance.
because, okay, you only spend $10. Of course, it's going to be one of your best units, but it actually turned out to be the best units.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then you only lose $10 in whatever gas and time.
All right, here's a good question. Your favorite unit, what was in it? Go ahead, Nicole.
I don't really have a favorite unit. So far, actually, one of my favorite units was the unit, the robot, robo, or what is it called? The vacuum clean, the
Oh, the
Oh,
robo vacuum.
yeah,
the thing that does it on
The
its own.
Roomba.
yeah, Roomba. Yeah, there was one. I haven't even tried it out yet.
Well, get on
But I'm
that.
keeping it. I'm not selling it.
We've never.
I want one.
I would
When we
keep that too.
Hardwood floors all through the house, and you never know. I never thought about how hard it was to keep it clean.
Yeah.
We
The swept, and especially living in the country with a bunch of brats.
Well, we stopped to see the kids on Saturday coming back from the lake, and all of a sudden I heard our daughter-in-law Nicole say, "Oh, that was the vacuum turning off," and she had hers running.
All right, so ladies, what's your answer? Beth, go ahead. What Did you have a favorite unit and what was in it?
Well, one of the favorites was when we first started, and we still had a very small trailer, and we decided we were going to go up to our camper at Lake Erie. But in the meantime, there were some units going off online in Lima, Ohio. Well, that's where my kids live, so I know Lima pretty well after living there 20 years myself. And so we decided we get off the highway, we'd pull our trailer, we'll stop at Sam's Club, we will bid from the truck in the parking lot until the auction's in. Well, I'm like, if you're going to bid on one, I'm bidding too. So I got a $60 unit. I had at least a dozen pairs of Nikes in it. That was back in the day when Walmart was doing a buyback on car seats, and there was a dirty car seat in it. And I said, well, worst comes to worse. It was a $30 gift card for Walmart if you took a car seat in, and I'll have half of my money back because I'll take that to Walmart up by the camper. So then I'm hearing, get the camera, get the camera. In a Jimmy Jazz bag, he found a pew pew. And that was worth about $750.
Wow.
We didn't sell it, of course, so it's safe.
The Chinese Chinese one was really good, but I think that was more your favorite. I'm the one that bid it on that unit. And it ended up you didn't see no Chinese stuff in it, which Christy and Tim, y'all seen the stuff.
Yeah.
But you didn't see any of it on pictures or anything. It was all in boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I bid it on that unit. Maybe just to get a unit. I don't remember, but it ended up being valuable stuff in there.
Yeah.
Well, and it's the unboxing, the unknown of what's in those boxes. Hey, they could all be filled with clothes, but hey, it's the unknown.
Yep.
The-
All right,
the
Lisa,
treasure
your
hunt.
favorite. Lisa, your favorite unit and what was in it?
Well, we call it the purse unit. You guys
That
may
was a
remember
good
it.
one.
It had a lot of purses, but what you couldn't see from the pictures that were taken was it was a consignment store that had gone out of business, and the display counters were still in there. I think 2, and one still had fine jewelry in it, gold, diamonds, silver. So that was like the biggest bonus of all.
Yeah.
But that was fun to play with all those purses.
Yeah, that was a cool unit for you
Yeah.
guys. That
And
really
it was like, I mean, you could see the purses, you could see a lot of purses, but there was a whole nother section of purses that never even got pictured in the unit. So there was probably twice the amount of purses ultimately in the unit that from what you could actually see from the pictures.
Yeah.
So
I think we all got some of them purses that when she was selling
yeah.
them.
I think so. My
That's fun.
favorite. We are cleaning out a unit right now, but would that be it? There was a unit, it's been a couple years ago, but we paid like, we got an inside deal. It what didn't even, or did it go up to auction? That one with all that crafting stuff in it. Oh, we paid 708. That was one of our when we first got into this. But seriously, how many totes? What hundreds of totes, and every single tote had brand new stuff. Like this lady had been buying. This is before we did videos. This lady had been buying like all the wedding stuff for her daughter's weddings and all the baby shower stuff for babies that were going to be born and so much craft, like every single craft in the world that you can imagine. She had totes for it, candle making, cross stitch, and then there were like toolboxes for every single jewelry making, stamping, and scrapbooking. And oh my gosh, we made so much money off of that unit. But
Was that
the unit we're doing right now, oh, I don't know. It's pretty great.
I don't know what he's doing in the kitchen. I want to know on that unit that had all the new stuff. Is that back when you had your store?
Hey,
Hi,
Robbie.
Robbie.
I don't know.
For the store.
It was before the store, Tim said.
I have
Wow.
to agree, Mickey. I do have to agree.
Hey,
Oh,
Robert.
Oh,
Not much in it.
hello, Robert. It's okay that you're late.
Robert,
hi, Robert.
The last Wednesday of the month, the ladies will be taking over.
Taking over.
Look, everybody.
Stealing the show.
Look, everybody. It's Nicole's first official night on a live on YouTube. Mickey never thought it would happen.
this is not my first time being on live.
Oh, it's not?
No,
Oh, I thought
Well, you
it
did
was.
auctions.
I did, but I wasn't much on the live part. But I did do a live at Fun Zone by
Did you?
myself. Well, I got
Okay.
Mickey to go on with me. But I mean, this is still out of my comfort zone.
Oh, here's another question from Treasure Freaks. What is your least favorite thing to do when dealing with storage units?
Trash.
The amount of trash you have to
Oh.
deal with?
Yeah, and I wonder if he got the stuff out of that trailer from today. It's trash night. Oh, he said he did.
Lisa,
At least,
Lisa, what's your answer?
It's the cleaning. The stuff that you get in storage units is often not clean. And I love buying brand new items. So that's what I love about the Amazon that we're doing now. It's mostly brand new stuff. You get it, it's brand new, and all you got to do is process it and ship it in. So yeah.
All right. Oh man. My least favorite thing. You know what? My least favorite thing is, this is so funny. The weather.
I was just gonna say my second least favorite thing is doing units in the cold.
But
Oh.
even in the hot,
yeah, ours is in the summer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Well, when we had to come home to get the trailer, I had to change shoes, take the socks off because I stepped in a huge pile of water. So when I went back, I had on my rain boots that come up to my knees. I didn't care what I looked like.
Did you find any people living in a storage unit before? I've never found. Actually, I did. Wait a second. I
At your
did.
facility.
Yes, at the facility where I work. The
Yeah.
door was unlocked, and whenever there's not a yellow tag or a lock, I have to open them and check them. And I opened it, and there was this girl sleeping in a bed.
Then you thought she was dead.
And then I thought she was dead. Yeah, it scared the crap out of me. I opened it, and I was like, Tim, what do I do? I closed it, and then I opened it again, and I'm like trying to wake her up, and she wouldn't wake up. So I closed it again. So then I called my boss, and they were like, well, you need to get her out of there. She's not allowed to be there. And then I had to clean that unit a couple weeks later, which I did not. That's the one thing I don't like about that job.
We've seen where the units have been set up with the mattress and all that, but
Yeah.
we've never seen anyone in it or sleeping or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, how did she not wake up when that noisy ass door raised up? You know, that is so loud.
Ring.
Well, if she's living in
I
a
did
unit,
it 3 times.
Yeah,
maybe there were drugs involved. If you're at that point, you don't hear
Yeah.
things.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
that's true. Yep.
Dream unit. My dream unit would be, I mean, think about it. My dream
Stay
unit,
full of cash.
right? I mean, a safe full of cash. What more would I want?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking
Dream
like
units.
15,000 or something.
Oh, the
Like
mouse.
that
Lot.
unit where people got like $2 million, $5 million. That's what I want.
But that makes you wonder, how the heck did they lose their storage unit? If
They
they
went
have
to
that in a
jail.
storage unit.
They went to jail.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, think
I
about it.
would have somebody go and
Yeah.
get that for me.
Yeah. But think about it. How many times do we look up the background story on storage units?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've looked up so many times. And
But
most of the
sometimes you can
time
find
they're
it in
in
the
jail.
paperwork.
Yeah.
We tried to get information out of the facility today, at least I did, about the background and why didn't they pay, but they wouldn't tell me anything. They were closed lip. Jim
Yeah.
says his favorite unit would be a 69 GTO hidden in the back of it that no one knew of.
That would be awesome. Look at Mickey's big safe of guns, old guns. I had bought a couple units that seemed like someone must have been living in it. We've seen that too. You do see them. You do see them a lot.
Yeah, we've seen the tea bottles.
So,
Which is disgusting.
well, the one where I found the girl living in or sleeping in there, like there was literally around the whole mattress was like surrounded by bottles and cups and everything. I think we did like a video and a short or something on it. I don't know. I still have stuff from that unit in the office that I would love for them to come see me so that I could give it to them. Because it's quite sad what it is. So,
Oh, I think we talked about it.
yeah. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that on here. So,
No.
So my dream unit, of course, you know, cash, but like I dream of a unit full of not dirty antiquities, like really old things from Greece and Egypt and England and France, and just like big cabinets and big armoires. Like think of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
yeah.
Old, really cool furniture from the 1600s, like just a giant unit full of that kind of stuff. I love that old stuff.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Oh my God, Robert. You have to read Robert's comment.
Oh my goodness. Anybody else have any other questions they want to ask the ladies?
Oh no, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, old guns from all those places too, right, Mickey?
Oh my goodness. Crazy. Christy,
did you ever watch that one show on Netflix, Cabinet of Curiosities?
I did.
Do you remember the storage unit one?
Yes.
It was kind of like that, except I don't want the monster living in the back.
Right? Oh my goodness. Well, that I don't know, Robert. Not right now because it's too dang cold.
It's too cold. Do you know it wasn't that cold this afternoon out when we were doing that storage unit, But my gosh, as soon as we got home, got the trailer in the driveway, the wind had picked up. And when we went out to Sam's Club, it's like, oh my gosh, that wind was wicked cold. It was freezing. So no, not right now, Robert.
What's it like in South Carolina right now, Nicole?
Rainy.
Is it rainy?
It's supposed to, I expected a bigger storm than it is now, but we were supposed to get bad weather, a lot of wind, and it's not that bad right now.
Robbie, let's do that when we get there.
And it was
Yeah.
70 here today. It overnight it was actually the temperature was going up instead of down, and at 7 o'clock this morning it was 60.
Wow.
That's perfect.
Yeah. And then it got, warmer during the day, and I guess tonight it's going to go back down. But it's raining right now, wet, and our yard floods when it rains, a constant rain. I think it's supposed to clear up tomorrow.
Robbie, Tim said when we get down there, we'll go.
Treasure
should be
Freaks,
down
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, that does sound awesome. Egypt would be awesome.
Yep.
Man. Anna says it's snowing here.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just have my fingers crossed that Jim goes to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons, right?
You going to
Oh,
bed?
let's see what Lisa asked here.
Are you telling them good night?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, ladies, you seem to have particular items that you seem to feature on your eBay store. What made you want to concentrate on those items?
Wow.
Wow. Well, we have two stores. Our first store is everything. Okay. The second store we started, it's actually been a year ago this month. And we wanted to do all clothing, kind of emulate what Daily Refinement was doing. Daily Refinement focused on just women's clothing. We do women's and men's clothing. So I don't know. I mean, it seems to work really, really nice, especially when you're doing mail. And when we pick that stuff and we go to package it, we're done like this with mail. Whereas
Yeah.
with the everything store, you guys know if you have to wrap dishes or whatever, I mean, for us, we just list things that it's going to make us money. I mean, plain and simple,
Well, that's with buying storage units. You never quite know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be that aspect of like variety. And that's why somebody asked earlier, why do you go to Goodwill? Oh, that was your question, Christy.
Yeah.
Or fill in the blank, Goodwill, estate sales, auctions, whatever. It's because you can hand pick more of what you want to sell, and you can look at the quality. You can see if there's chips or cracks or like your dishes bath. You can, check them out and feel them and turn them over, put your hands on them versus the storage units. When you're buying a storage unit, you're just getting whatever is in the unit. And then you're weeding through to, put the cream of the crop on eBay. Like you put your best stuff on eBay, right?
Right.
So
is there anything that you like to focus on, Nicole, or are you kind of like all of us where it's everything?
I don't focus on just one thing. Like Olin, he likes to list the games and the books. Mickey pretty much lists the things that Olin don't like to list. And they already said no clothes. They're not listing any clothes.
Clothes
a
Clothes
different
are-
take on there.
Yeah, but clothes aren't that bad. I don't think they are.
I think it's more of the knowledge about it. You know, you have to, you know, what you want to post it for, ask for. You have to know a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Even describing it, like what
Mhm.
fabric, what accents does it have? Does it have pleats? Does it have ruching? Does it,
And-
you know, is it a high rise or a low rise? There's
Yeah.
a lot of specifics with clothes that if you're not, if you don't have the knowledge, then it seems challenging.
And you know, some people want to see measurements too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and then I learned that you should really measure from armpit to armpit and maybe show a picture of that measurement in the pictures.
Yeah.
For shirts, we always do 3 measurements in the photos: armpit to armpit, neck to waist, and sleeve. Like sleeve, seam to,
To the bottom.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that's
Pants
good
we
to
do
know.
pants we do 3 measurements: waist, inseam, and rise, which is the waist to the bottom of the crotch.
Right.
We do that for every, except if we forget. Because we have, Roy's brother has been taking our pictures, like almost all of our pictures. So he's not a clothes guy, he's a t-shirt guy. So we kind of had to train him to, you know, he didn't know about rise. Like, what is low rise? What is high rise? You know? But that's a thing with women, especially, and I'm sure it is with guys
Yeah.
too, but it's definitely a thing that's important.
I mean, I'm still learning, learning about things.
Yeah.
with those.
Well,
And-
we're always learning. I have to go get my cord for my computer. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah,
You know,
the clothing is hard. I'll tell you what. It all the item specifics, and the more you have, the better your rank on eBay. So I'll be honest, in the last year, I've only been doing the necessary item specifics and then the recommended
you have
ones
another one
that
to plug
I
in.
could figure out based on the tag or whatever. But I'm learning, you got to do it all. And once you do it, though, one thing I have noticed is once you do it, it's kind of like, I think you ladies will agree. When you see a piece of clothing in a storage unit, I don't even have to see a tag anymore to know whether or not it's good quality.
yeah.
I can tell by the feel and the look of clothing if it's
Yeah.
going to be a name brand or a good quality piece of clothing.
Yeah.
I just can.
You know, really, the storage unit today, I don't think we found much that will even go online
Really?
unless he gets these computers up and running and wipe clean.
So it's more marketplace items.
Yeah, being washer and dryer and a stove.
Yeah.
And so you said that Jim takes care of all of the Facebook Marketplace stuff. You don't take care of it, any
I
of
don't do
it?
any of it. He does it all.
Hmm.
I figure since he goes to work every day and I do all eBay, I do the listings, I do the shipping, I do all that. I just couldn't handle doing the marketplace with doing everything else. So that's his job.
Yeah.
And then he complains that they say, "Is it available? Is it available?"
You know, Mickey does the marketplace mainly too, but there has been a lot of scammers coming
Yeah.
through on
If
marketplace.
they send you a code, don't do it.
Oh, I know. Or they want to Zelle. If they Zelle $200, something another. I'm like, just send it back or some crap like that. I'm like, that is a scam.
Yeah.
most normally when they're contacting you, they have no other contacts on their Facebook, so it's a fake account.
Right.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
Jim just reports them. Lisa
Yep.
plays with them.
Sometimes.
Yeah, Mickey
Sometimes I play with them. Sometimes I just report them. Most
Yeah.
of the time, though, I get mad at it. So Tim has really been starting to take over the Facebook Marketplace stuff because I get really angry. I'm like, ugh. 100 times a day you get asked, is this available? And then you get no response. Or you get the, well, and I think the scammers are
Can you pick
getting
your plate up?
smarter. They're asking more questions. Well, where can I pick it up? Where can we meet? And then they want to send you the code. And I'm like, oh,
they want to send their nephew or brother or something.
oh.
Yeah.
Jim says he doesn't care who they send, just bring money.
hmm
Well, anybody else have any other questions?
No, but
Yeah, I did see that Poshmark I haven't
Cool.
watched any, and I heard eBay is going to do live auctions also. Like Whatnot?
Yeah, I heard that too.
my friend had a brick and mortar consignment shop here in the Cleveland area. After COVID, she went completely online. She was selling Facebook Live to her people. She had a pretty big following. She's been in business for quite a few years. But there was always problems with paying and people picking up and things like that. So now she's doing Poshmark Lives. She is killing it. She just picked up an item today from our sale, and she is killing it on her Poshmark Lives.
Wow.
Wow.
So, I know she tried Whatnot, but she said it was too glitchy. So, and Poshmark it's like Whatnot. It's all automated. So they pay for shipping, you package it and ship it. It's just, so much easier.
I'm wondering with Poshmark, is it going to be, did she already have a Poshmark store?
Yes. And she was talking about, and I'm not familiar with Poshmark at all, but she was talking about how they released, or they only maybe allowed so many sellers in the first go around. I don't know what it's called, but then I think there's more sellers now. So she used to get more people in her shows, but now there's less people in her shows because there's now more sellers. So
Yeah.
it kind of sounds like, Whatnot, as they're adding on sellers.
Yeah.
Connie B.
Oh my gosh, look at that. The ladies took over the show tonight. This will be the last Wednesday of every month. The ladies will be on here, folks.
So who came up with that idea?
I think me, but I don't even know.
I don't know either. It was probably you.
In the day.
It could have been Lisa, could have been Beth. I think it was me, but I don't really
Was
know.
it me?
I think it was you, Nicole.
Yeah, it was you, Nicole. It was all you.
Hey guys, I want to show you these pants that sold tonight. These were crazy.
Oh, those are awesome.
Oh, those are cool.
Those are awesome.
They're called Lip Service Psycho Circus striped jeans, $70.
Oh my gosh. Yay.
Those are awesome. I love them.
See, and that's the thing. Like, now that we're selling more clothes, I can go and lay hands on clothes that I know will sell, brands that I know will sell, so, and this is like a long, long time ago in my past life. I went to college and I wanted to be my major was fashion merchandising. And
Wow.
I won't go into the long story, but I wanted to go to New York and work, somewhere with fashion. And so like this is kind of all, coming full circle a little bit, selling used clothes on eBay, but
That's
like
cool.
if I can go out and like pick the fun clothes that I want to sell, that's going to be, more of a fun aspect of it.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
Lisa says it's straight out of the 70s, those pants are.
oh my gosh, yeah.
They're awesome.
I've
I
had
love
a
'em.
few pairs that are really funky and interesting. One had graffiti all over them. Those sold tonight too. So it's just I love those unique pieces. And I think that people do too, because it's not just your regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to find a pair of either jeans or a pants with a really big bell bottom. My sister was teasing us that we were like gypsies. So I'd like to find some bell bottoms and a tie-dye t-shirt that we could both dress as gypsies and show up at their house.
Oh my gosh. You know where
think
you know where you should go? You know where you should look?
Where,
eBay.
yeah, Jenny's.
You can get bell bottoms on Amazon too. That's where I got all mine. Just saying.
She's like, I never know where you're at. Well, we're adults.
Right? Right? Well, what do you think, ladies?
Hold on a
It's
second.
been fun.
Hey, let's do it again next month.
I'll be in Florida.
You will be in Florida for the last Wednesday?
We don't get home till the 1st of March.
Oh, okay. Hello, Bold Lion. How are you? We are looking at a store to invest in on Monday, so we might have to redirect our whole thing.
Ooh, that's
Wow.
exciting. Good luck to
That
you.
is cool. Good luck. Awesome.
Big step, big step.
It is.
Yep.
It's a big step. Sure is. Well, everybody, I think that we are going to call it a night. We've been on a little over an hour and a half. Make sure that y'all hit the thumbs up. I know one thing we need to start discussing, ladies, is are we going to start switching channels? So, folks, if you have a comment about that, leave a comment here or maybe comment in the comments later if you're watching later. And oh, look at that. Somebody said they'll take your place, Beth. Well, Beth, if you can't be on, maybe we will bring Lisa on from Treasure.
Yeah. It just depends on where we're at. We'll be in Robbie's area at that time, so who knows what will be going on.
Hey, Lisa, we have a whole bunch of. We just found a bunch in that storage unit we're doing right
Sewing
now.
patterns. That is very cool. That is very
really cool. I'm going
to. Uncle Bo's gonna hide in our truck. I think you're gonna have to fight Douglas too. Hey, we didn't see Douglas wasn't here tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna have Tim call him.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
How's he feeling?
Night, Connie.
How's Douglas
Good
feeling?
night, Connie.
Well, I don't know because Douglas is always here. So what's going on? That's not.
Yeah. No, and they called and they had a storm last week is why he wasn't on.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're having thunderstorms and rain tonight.
I don't think he even called or texted Tim, so something's not right. We'll have to call him.
Yeah, let us know.
All right, guys, we're going to end the broadcast here. We'll be back in about a month, but the boys will be back next week.
He is with Deb.
Oh, he's with Debs. Okay. Thanks,
okay.
Treasure Freaks.
All right. Thank you, Treasure Freaks. But you know what? Maybe, ladies, maybe we will bring like a guest reseller on with us every month. That would be cool.
Yeah,
Un-
absolutely. The more the merrier.
That would be cool to bring in a couple ladies, extra ladies on with us.
Night, David.
All right. So we'll be
Good
getting
night,
a hold of you.
everyone.
ladies. That would be cool. Treasure Freaks, you're first. So end of February, you're one of our guest speakers. Get a hold of me, Lisa. All right, guys. Good night. God bless. We love you all. The boys will be back next Wednesday, and we'll see you in a month. Good
Bye,
night,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye. Thanks for coming.